Sometimes I wish that I could die, though I may end up in hell. I'd be better off than I am here, locked up in this cell. This South Dakota state pen for me has been a living hell. But the worst part of it all is I just can't stand that smell. 500 cigarettes a day I'd smoke if I could get my fill. Smoke is better for my lungs than the air here on this hill. The breezes blow from south and east to bring my neighbor's smell. And directly south and east of me lives the butcher John Morrell.
They took me off a freight train in the town of Louisville. They asked me what my name was and I told them Hobo Bill. They took me off a freight train in the town of Louisville. Locked me up in the Jefferson County Jail. newspaper that's turning yellow with age, but I'm reading every word that's written on every page. I'm reading a newspaper that's turning yellow with age. There's no TV in the Jefferson County Jail. Every morning at 4:30 they make us rise and shine. They give us cold black coffee that tastes like iodine. Every morning at 4:30 they make us rise and shine. Can't sleep late in the Jefferson County Jail. I'm looking out my window at a street named Liberty. Just looking down at that old street reminds me I'm not free. I'm looking out my window at a street named Liberty, through these bars at the Jefferson County Jail. Now at the commissary there's lots of good things to eat, but someone stole my money and the shoes from my feet. Now at the commissary there's lots of good things to eat. They don't give credit at the Jefferson County Jail. I wrote my love a letter saying come and get me home. I'm locked up in this jailhouse and I ain't having no fun. I wrote my love a letter saying come and get me, hun. Get me out of the Jefferson County Jail. I'm crazy about Kentucky and I still like Louisville, but I don't like this jailhouse that's a holding Hobobille. I'm crazy about Kentucky and I still like Louisville, but I don't like the Jefferson County Jail.
I left my home down in Nashville. I left a good woman waiting for me. I left my knife in a man or a barroom Cajun queen. Now I'm a wanted man in New Orleans. I know my good woman's praying for her man that's gone wrong. I know my little boy keeps saying, when's my daddy coming home? But those long roads of steel keep them moving me along. I'm a wanted man, and Lord, I wanna go home. I left my soul back in Nashville. I left my freedom in New Orleans. I left my mind somewhere outside these prison walls. Now my body's locked in cell block number 3. I know my good woman's waiting for her man that's gone wrong. She's spending most her time raising our little boy that wants me home. And late at night I pray to God someday they'll set me free, 'cause I'm still a wanted man in Tennessee. Yes, I'm still a wanted man in Tennessee. me a train and move on down that line. I wanna keep on moving, cause I can't lose any time. Mr. Engineer Man, make that whistle whine. When we get on down, gonna have him stop this train. Oh, the feel southern breeze and it sure does ease my pain. Mr. Engineer Man, please stop your train. Got in trouble not very long ago. Out west north where the weather was so cold. So I'll hop me a freight and back down south I'll go. Well, they caught up with me and in the jail I went. Been a long time now and I haven't seen sunshine since. Well, I broke out of jail and back out west I went. I'm on the run, cause now I'm wanted man. There's nothing around but sage and hot sand. I gotta keep on traveling and get as far as I can. Got a man down just to watch him die. Until this day I guess I'll never know why. That's why sometimes at night that I cry. That's why sometimes at night that I cry.
Down in the Alabama jailhouse, as lonesome as I can be. Well, nothing but the blues all around me to keep me company. Time on my hands and I'm a-waiting. I'm walking up and down the floor. But if I ever get out of this Alabama jail, well, I'm never coming back no more. Cause I started into drinking and gambling. I knew at the time it was wrong. But I thought that I could win a lot of money, have a lot of wine, women, and song. But I lost all my money, went out on a drinking spree. Somebody shot down that gambling man, a woman laid the blame on me. Policeman, he come along and he got me. He locked me in his cold, cold cell with a million bars all around me. Nobody to go my bail while I'm a-waiting for the judge and that jury. I don't know what the verdict's gonna be, but if I ever get out of this Alabama jail, they're gonna see the last of me. I'm sitting in this Alabama jailhouse. Well, I'm so lonesome that I could die. Because they clipped my wings, they put me in this cage. While I'm the kind of bird that don't fly. While I'm a-waiting for the judge and that jury. I don't know what the verdict's gonna be, but if I ever get out of this Alabama jail, they're gonna see the last of me. They're gonna see the last of me.
I drove into that big windy city, kinda hot and dry and in bad need of a beer. When I saw a sign that said alcoholic beverages, little thing said, come on over here. I was on my way down to Nashville, Tennessee. In a hurry, thought it best I move along. But I figured, what the heck, a little friendly conversation surely couldn't do any harm. Here I sat in this Cook County jail, trying to figure out just what I did was wrong. Sitting here tonight in this Cook County jail, Nashville sure does seem a long ways off. This big man walked in, must have been 6'6". I swear he must have broke my jaw. When I woke up, I had two Chicago policemen, one hanging onto each arm. Said, friend, we don't like none of you hillbilly singers, trying to give our fair town a bad name. So come along with me to the Cook County jail, gonna find out just how good you can sing. And here I sat in this Cook County jail, trying to figure out just what I did was wrong. Sitting here tonight in this Cook County jail, Nashville sure does seem a long ways off. Now friend, I ain't saying nothing bad about Chicago. Without a doubt there's mighty fine people here, but I can't tell too much about the good side of the city, looking at these cold bars of steel. And here I sit in this Cook County jail, trying to figure out just what I did was wrong. Sitting here tonight in this Cook County jail, Nashville sure does seem a long ways off. And Nashville sure does seem a long ways off.
Well, I left the town of Nashville to go fishing Center Hill. I took the Lonesome moonshine and no pain did I feel. When I crossed in DeKalb County, I was high and flying low. They checked my speed on radar, but I outrun the state patrol. I had just got out of Smithville when I turned my car over. I just passed Sidon's store, hit Robert Gunner's dozer. Though I tried my best to get away, my legs just wouldn't start. That's where the law caught up with me at that brand new trailer park. You have heard of Folsom Prison, San Quentin you know well, but I'd rather be in either one than in the Smithville Jail. Everett Hall, he came and got me. I saw Blue Lockhart smile. The sheriff just stood back grinning, said, "You're gonna be here for a while." When the judge gave me my sentence, well, I could hardly speak. He said 30 days in Smithville, working 7 days a week. After every day was over, now this old boy was pooped, and I still turn green in the face when someone mentions soup. After all my time was over, I lost about 18 pounds. Working for that model city sure cut my waistline down. Well, you better heed my warning if you go down to Center Hill. You better not be drinking if you're behind the wheel. 'Cause Deacon Hall, he's gonna get you, and if you can't make your bail, they got a place reserved for you down in the Smithville Jail. You have heard of Folsom Prison, San Quentin you know well, but I'd rather be in either one than in the Smithville Jail. Yes, I'd rather be in either one than in the Smithville Jail. Oh Lord, I'd rather be in either one than in the Smithville Jail. Oh Lord, I'm here in this lonesome old jail. Ain't get no one to go my
this old rock pile with a ball and chain. They call me by a number, not a name, Lord, Lord. Gotta do my time. I gotta do my time. Making hard on that gal of mine. You can hear my hammer, you can hear my song. Gonna sing it like John Henry all day long, Lord, Lord. Gotta do my time. I gotta do my time. Making hard on that gal of mine. Old George looked down at me. He said, I'll put you in that penitentiary, Lord, Lord. Gotta do my time. I gotta do my time. Making hard on that gal of mine. Just a few more days, they'll let me out of here. I'm gonna stay, Lord, Lord, with that gal of mine, with that gal of mine. She'd waited for me while I've done my time.
Sitting and looking through the prison bars, watching my life go by. Looking at a wall that I want to climb over if it wasn't so doggone high. It's a tall wall, a long fall, a sudden thudding when the drop stops. No fun of running with your back to the gun, and I'm thinking that I better maybe stay put. Ain't no fun spending life in prison, laying awake sleepless nights, dreaming about a wall that I want to climb over if it wasn't so doggone high. It's a tall wall, a long fall, a sudden thudding when the drop stops. No fun of running with your back to the gun, and I'm thinking that I better maybe stay put. Talk about a home where you never more roam. This ain't the place for me. A tall wall of keeping my body in prison and my mind out of running free. It's a tall wall, a long fall, a sudden thudding when the drop stops. No fun of running with your back to the gun, and I'm thinking that I better maybe stay put. 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 Thinking that I better maybe stay put.
Last night they showed a movie behind these prison gates, just a little entertainment for all the prison mates. Funny how the leading lady looks so much like my wife.
Ain't these prison movies so lifelike?
But the night was blacker than that, and the porch light wasn't on. but the bottle on the table was just about that gone. My wife's lover was a little bit taller, and his hair wasn't quite that black. But
Ain't these prison movies so lifelike?
I caught them in the living room instead of in the den. Like her, my wife was so surprised when I came walking in. They were together in the darkness instead of candlelight.
Ain't these prison movies so lifelike?
But I didn't go insane with rage. I tried to keep my head, and I didn't use a butcher knife. I used a gun instead. Like him, I was found guilty, and both of us got life.
Ain't these prison movies so lifelike? Ain't these prison movies so lifelike? Ain't these prison movies so lifelike? Ain't these prison movies so
Hear that train a-come, it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps moving on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that train a-coming, I hang my head and cry. There's rich folks eating in a fancy dining hall. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free, but those people keep from moving, and that's what tortures me. Me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I long to stay. Then I'd let the lonesome whistle blow my blues away.